Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Alex Smythe.
Protodev is an Ottawa company engineering web software, hardware, prototype technology, and more. They recently developed an app called Contactless Access, which allows users to open accessible doors and elevators through an app. Originally designed for the disability community, in the age of COVID, the app has become even more relevant for users. I'm joined by Protodev President Kee Wang to discuss the app. Kee, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you for having me.
First off, can you tell me what is Contactless Access?
So it's an app that you can download from iOS Store or the Google Play Store. It's free, anybody can download. And what it does, it interacts with custom hardware that's developed by us. These are little switches. It's about the size of a small matchbox, maybe. And these get inside door openers and elevators, and it's a Bluetooth device. So the app communicates with this device through Bluetooth and then allows the user to operate an elevator or automatic door just using the phone without touching anything.
That's awesome. Now, where did the idea originate?
So this actually all came from Carleton University, from the Reed Institute. Our contact there, Dean Melway, he approached us 2 years ago because they had a problem where they had students with disability who could not use the elevator. Even if you had the dexterity to push the button, if your wheelchair is too big, you couldn't really turn around and reach the button at all. So Dean contacted us and asking if there's any way to have a solution. We had an original solution for automatic door opening, and that project was initiated by talking with NCC. And we realized the same hardware that we're developing for the doors can be adapted for the elevator as well. And then we got a grant from Carleton to develop this technology. And that's basically how this whole thing came about.
Now, as mentioned earlier, this was originally designed for the disability community, but it's taken on greater meaning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Can you tell me a bit about that?
We finished the development of this project towards the later end of last year. We did the first installation at the elevator at the Patterson Hall in Carleton U just before Christmas. That's when COVID hit. We had no idea about COVID when we were doing the development. And then when the COVID crisis happened, we decided to sort of tell people about it who are not interested in disability side of the usage. And all of a sudden, everybody was interested because of COVID. So we end up getting a lot of people contacting us. A lot of them have nothing to do with disability. Some of them want to do it both for disability and COVID. So yeah, it sort of blew up that way.
I'm curious, you've done a few pilot projects throughout the province. Can you tell me about where those pilot projects are located and what you're doing with those?
The first one was at Patterson Hall at Carleton University. And then since then, we have installed this app as a pilot installation at Pearson International Airport on 6 of the elevators. 6 of the mostly the busiest elevator. We also have installed this hardware on about 20 doors in the Byron Market. That's for the NCC. We're in talks with a whole bunch of other organizations to do pilot installation as well, exploring this technology.
Now, what has the feedback been from users so far?
The feedback's been great. First of all, it's a pretty neat technology, but for people with disability, it's been great because now you're not going to get stuck in the elevator anymore. You have more freedom. You can actually use it yourself. So the feedback has been really good.
Well, I can't wait until this technology is everywhere. Kee, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you for having me.
And if you at home want to learn more about this app, be sure to head to contactlessaccess.ca.